guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's recipe idea, I am going to be sharing with you how I make my no knead bread recipe. If your family is anything like mine and gets through bread at the speed of light, then this is a really great recipe to have because other than letting it proof overnight, it's a really quick and simple recipe. And also, what is better than having a lovely smell of homemade bread in your kitchen? For this recipe, you only need 4 ingredients. You need some flour, you also need some fast action dried yeast. I use this one from Tesco and they come in little sachets like that, which is actually the perfect amount that you need for this recipe. You're gonna also need some salt and just some water, and that's literally it. And then you're going to let it proof in a dish like this overnight, pop it in the oven for half an hour and your bread is made. So let's get going. First of all, you're going to need 3 cups of your flour. So you just want to make sure that you sieve your flour to make sure you get any kind of like lumps out of it. You can also use wholemeal flour with this and it works really well as well. And what I sometimes like to do is add some herbs in here. So rosemary bread is pretty delicious. So that's another thing, but I'm just going to show you the simple recipe to begin with and then you can adapt it to include anything that you like. Okay, once your flour is sieved, you want to get 1 sachet of your fast action dried yeast and pop that in. Again, I'm just going to sieve it through. A pinch of salt. And then lastly, 1.5 cups of room temperature water. So once all your ingredients are in there, you just want to get a spoon and mix it all together until it becomes a nice like ball of dough in the middle of your bowl. Once it's starting to come together, you just want to get your hands in there and just literally, you don't need to knead it because this is a no knead bread, but I just want to pick up all those bits at the very bottom of the bowl. And I find it works best if I just get my fingers in there and scrape everything off around the sides. There you go, that's all nice and mixed in. Look how nice that looks. It's actually a really good feeling in your hands. Right, so once you have done all of that, you've got 2 options. Either you can get a kitchen towel and just pop that over the top, and this is where you now leave it to proof. If you have some cling film, that also works really well. It's just gonna kind of keep the heat into the bowl, so it helps to make your dough proof. Set it to the side overnight, 12 to 18 hours if possible. I mean, just overnight is great, but if you can leave it 12 to 18 hours, then that's ideal. The first thing you want to do when you come downstairs is turn your oven onto 200 degrees centigrade and pop in a nice cast iron pot to warm up. This way it's going to make sure that your bread evenly cooks throughout from the base all the way up the sides to the top. So next thing, you want to get some of your flour and lay it down on the top of your work surface. Take your dough mixture out and give it a little roll around in there. The flour that's on the outside of the dough is just going to give your bread a nice dusting once it's cooked. You then want to have some grease-proof paper, pop it into your dish that has been warming up in the oven, and then put your ball of dough inside as well. Pop it into the oven for half an hour with the lid on. After half an hour, take the lid off and let it cook for a further 15 minutes with the lid off. This will give it a really nice golden brown look. And after that, your bread is ready to eat. It's breakfast time.